Hello there. So yeah, man. We got a new one here. Fuck, these two ones are fine, but then there's this new one. But I can control that shit. So yeah, man. Today was interesting. Was interesting. Didn't close anyone. I still follow the process, and like I was being more cautious since yesterday. My personal number got blocked. My WhatsApp. So I was like, I'm gonna be more careful today. It's said and done, you know. I mean, the good thing is that like I did got my second WhatsApp block, but that was afternoon, so didn't didn't have that much of an impact. But still, right? I got a lot of potential clients, but they were stalling to send the documents, so yeah, there's that. And you know, I don't know, man. Like the thing today was more like my supervisor. He's very curious about me. Because that's one thing that I'm noticed that is changing. Like in the beginning, I didn't say shit. Now I'm more communicative. I'm talking more, and like that's not a good thing, like giving a lot of information. But I still I'm very I try to be very discreet, you know, with no personal information. And like even though like I mentioned like something like there's this like the girl. I mean she's not more like the new girl. I mean she knows way more than me, you know. But, for me she's a boy, you know, like the way she behaves like she's a like I don't find her attractive. So there's that, that helps. So I mean, and like I talk shit, because with her I feel comfortable to talk some shit because for me she's a guy, she's a guy. But like I did mention, some things like about my type, like it was more you know, subtle, but I still and like I did mention that I used to like when I was training in the gym, yeah, in the gym. Uh, I used to approach girls, so yeah, there's that. I'm back. So like I was saying, I used to approach girls, and like I did mention, about Tinder, because I never use that. I asked for some advice, and she gave some, from her perspective of a girl, which is interesting. And I did mention, like, can you like use filters about? Oh shit, it's better me not saying what I said. But anyway, yeah, there's that. But and like my supervisor, he was very curious and like he asked like, "What do you do on vacation on weekends?" And I say, I rather not say it. Like I prefer not to say it. Like I brush it off. No man. And he was like, "What do you do?" And then like I flipped back. I was like, "Okay, so what do you do on the weekends?" And then he started talking. And like that was the moment that I noticed, that was from Benjamin, from sales, like cold calling, Benjamin Dan and he, you never answer the question. You answer the question with a question. That's how you hold the frame. Like you keep control of the conversation. So he talked a lot, like a lot about like when he was like in the other city and like how he used to get girls and he talked a lot, you know. And I was just like, oh fuck, this shit really works, because that was the first time because he asked about me and I deflected the question and then he started talking about other shit and he forgot at least for that moment because then he said like, what do you do on the weekends? And like, oh man, nah. And then I thought, man, like you have like you have the face of someone who's like, have you already killed someone? And like this type of shit. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. But like I'm not like it's very subtle, but I'm noticing that I'm getting more comfortable, used to the place, and that's dangerous. It's dangerous to my goal. My goal is sovereign. Like that's the only thing that matters. And I mean, my day wasn't that good. Like the good thing is that like I learned that the commission structure is different than I thought it was. So I was thinking like from 1 to 13, 13 sales, it's 10%. Then like from 15 to 24 is 30%. But like once you reach the 15th sale, all the others become 30% and not 10%. And then like if you do like 35, it's 40%. That changed a lot the game. It changed a lot. So yeah, there's that. It's a good news. I was so tired. I wasn't even like really thinking about it. But yeah, man. And like getting back home, like I took the bus with the girl. Like for me, she's a boy. My bro. He's more like a bro. Anyway, and then I talked with her like, "What's your goals? What's your goals?" And then she said like the classic, get a house, buy a car, family. That's it. And like fuck man. And like that was the moment that I really like look this shit. Like it reminds me of why I entered this place in the first place. Like why I entered this job in the first place. It's just to get some breathing space, to just have some money to buy the essential shit, and then like focus completely on my agency. That was it. And then like because we have partners, like there's people who sells the internet packages, but they're not like working like a 9 to 5 for the company, but they're selling the internet packages, and like they get like a 200% commission. Like it's crazy shit. So like the price is 100, right? They got $200 for each sale. So I was, I don't know, like because I wanted to ask, I said, yeah, man, can I ask a question? And then like he like, oh no, man, I don't like men. So like, no, it's not about that. I said, yeah, like, can I become a partner and like sell the internet packages and you know? He said, no, man. Like, I mean, as long as you're here, you can. But like after 60 days, you can. But and then he said, like, oh, I said, oh, interesting. And then he said, man, like, don't think that shit. I'm like, I just, okay. Like he looked at me like he knew. Like he's not stupid. He's smart. I don't give a shit. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. And getting back home, like after I had this brief conversation with the girl that I work with, like it's the same shit, like average. That's not for me. Like I think it was yesterday. Like I got at the company earlier, and then the direct the director was there, and like I asked him like, when you entered here, you were already a director, and he said no, I was a salesperson. And they're like, I'm here, like, it has been like 10 years, and then I become the director. Like, as soon as he finished that sentence, I was like, fuck, I don't want that for me. And like, today, like, having this conversation with her, I was like, fuck, that's not for me. Like, I don't want that. And then, like, getting back home, I was just thinking to myself, man, it's all about winning. And, like, it's not only about the money, it's not only about the business, it's about everything. Winning about everything. All the realms. It's about winning like relationships, winning about your body being healthy, athletic, performance, physical performance at work, as self-awareness, like meditation, like being calm under pressure. Like it's all about winning these games. There's a lot of games to play, and I want to win them all, like be a fucking winner. And it's all about me. It's just me against me. And like with all the shit that happens day to day, like the daily routine, like you end up forgetting that shit. That's why I must do this every day, to remind myself, like, why have I started all of this? the biggest project, which is me. Create that man. Like build that man that can withstand everything. And like won't quit. Like he will keep pushing forward, and he will figure it out eventually. And he's gonna fucking win because he's a fucking warrior. That's the goal. Become the one man. It's from Goggins. Like he mentioned that in a Joe Rogan podcast. Like of 100 men that goes to war, like what's the word? Like 8 of them should even be there. And then 8 of them shouldn't. And then like what? How? Yeah. Like 90 of them shouldn't even shouldn't shouldn't even be there. Like 9 of them do most of the fighting, and like one is a warrior. The goal is to become that one guy. And like today I feel like I talk too much, and like I wasn't focused on my job, like doing my work. Like I was just tripping, like thinking about other things. I wasn't like putting hard enough. Like I wasn't putting the effort. Like yeah, but it's part of the process. But that shit won't happen again. I must learn. And like it's only me. It's me against me. I have to hold myself accountable, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, man, that's it. Take care.